Chapter 35. It has been 236 years since I fought Milam and Veldora. Nothing noticeable has happened in all these years, just some random occurrences like 3 new members joining us on the Demon Lord Council. I don't know their names, and I don't want to know either. Milam told me that they are not strong, and none of them possess a Demon Lord seed. So I don't care about them anyway. Also, between 30 to 40 years ago, a mindless beast was born from Veldora's magicals that he let loose because I had told him. I think people call it Charybdis or something like that. When it was born, it didn't have any ego, just a mindless monster. So I thought of giving it an ego so it could think for itself and not go on a rampage. But Veldora stopped me, saying that he didn't want any children. Because Charybdis is born from Veldora's magicals, in a way, Charybdis is his child. He didn't want to have a child, so I didn't push it further and let it be. And then, Hinata showed up. She revealed that across various timelines, Charybdis has always been sealed. In subsequent cycles, it invariably threatens my country, leading to my intervention, defeat of the beast, and absorbing its power for my own empowering. Though there's no immediate need for this now, I allowed her to seal it. This way, when it inevitably attacks my country in the future, I can intervene, grant it consciousness, and by then, I'm confident Veldora will be prepared to take responsibility for it. After evolving into a true hero, Hinata has become stronger than her previous self, possibly at the level of Luminous. This enabled her to defeat and seal Charybdis without much trouble. As she was about to seal Charybdis, Trainee appeared. She mentioned knowing a secluded place in the entire Jura forest where we could seal Charybdis. Trainee was one of the spirits who entered the Jura forest after Romulus began her reincarnation cycle. While I'm not entirely sure why she came here, I have a vague idea. I believe she might have been one of the fairies serving Romulus before her appearance here. I think she and the other fairy who came with her thought that the next queen who will succeed Romulus, which is Romulus herself, would be a wholly different person from the previous queen who only inherited her name. Thinking along those lines, they came here to the Jura forest, I think, and when they arrived here, Veldora accepted them. Since this forest belongs to Veldora, getting his permission is necessary, and since they obtained permission from him, they are living here and looking over the forest as its overseers. After that, there were no significant events, and at this moment, I am heading out to rescue Shizu-san. Currently, I am wearing a black suit. I don't even know why I am wearing this. It's just that when I told Veldora that tomorrow I am going somewhere, he asked me if he can come too, and then I said he can. And today, he just came and said that we need to wear these black suits and black glasses, with big guns in hand. When he said that, I just stared at him for a straight 5 minutes. And my reaction was, WTF. At first, I thought Veldora had gone crazy, but then I remembered that he is already crazy, so I discarded that thought. After that, I asked him the reason behind this, and he said that he had seen a movie where there are people who wear black suits, black glasses, and carry big guns, and they do some cool things, and he just wants to try that. At first, I outright rejected his idea, but later, he and Seal both convinced me to wear this attire, and I don't know why, but I went along with it. Then, I had to participate in a whole photo shoot for Seal, wearing a bunch of different suits. So that's why right now I am wearing a black suit, black pants, a white shirt underneath the suit, a black tie, and black glasses. Fortunately, I managed to stop them from giving me big guns to carry. Right now I look like this. I still don't get how Veldora managed to convince Seal to persuade me to wear these clothes. Third person Pav. Well, guys, if you want to know, here's what happened. Flashback. Veldora Pav. Rimuru told me that I can go with him. Kuhahahaha. This is a perfect chance to try that. Haha, I am sure that we will look great. Then, I, the great mighty storm dragon Veldora Tempest, will save the world from otherworlders. Ha ha ha, I look older than Rimuru, so I am perfect for the character of Agent K, a seasoned agent. And Rimuru looks younger than me, so he is perfect for the character, Agent J, a new recruit. After this, I will wear a black cloak adorned with red clouds and show this world the true meaning of pain. Kuhahahaha, this is perfect. Soon, this world will know pain. But how should I convince Rimuru to wear this? He will turn me down instantly. I have an idea. How about I ask Seal to help me convince him? Yeah, that will do the job. Seal, I know you can hear me. Veldora, damn it, why is she not responding? I have an idea for this too. Ain't I a genius? Hey Seal, how about we make a deal? Veldora. Yes, I am listening. Seal. So, you just baited me into this, didn't you? Veldora. I have no idea what you're talking about. Seal, in an innocent voice. Whatever. How about this? You help me convince Rimuru to wear these clothes, and I will persuade him to take some photos in them. Then, you can add these photos to your collection. Veldora. Deal. Seal. That was easy. Okay then, first I will ask him, and if he doesn't agree, then you will help me convince him. Veldora. Okay. Seal. Haha, now I can play the role of senior agent. Veldora, in a low voice. What did you say? Seal. Huh, I just said that now I will be able to play the role of senior agent. Veldora. And how did you come to the conclusion that you will be acting as a senior agent? Seal. Huh, isn't it simple? Don't I look older than him? So, in other words, I am older than him. Veldora and it's just Veldora's logic. You idiot lizard, you are only older than Master in appearance. In reality, you are only some trillions of years old. And on the other hand, Master is older than time itself. Seal. Hey, you don't have to say it in that way, you know. Veldora. Whatever, you just make sure to convince Master for the photo shoot. Seal. Yes, ma'am. Veldora. Then don't disturb me, I am busy watching Master's cool footage. Seal. Okay. Veldora. Why do all women boss me around? Seal. Sister Velzard, Sister Velgrind, Chloe, sometimes even Ramirez and Milam too. It's decided. All women are evil. Flashback end. And that's how Veldora was able to convince Rimuru to wear these clothes. Rimuru Pav. Right now, we are near Leon's place. I learned about this place from Milam. I simply asked her, and then she told me. Pretty simple, right? I think Leon has already cast the spell because I can feel the tear in space and dimension that occurs when someone casts a summon spell to bring someone from another world. I think it's time for us to make our appearance. Hey, old man, it's time for us to go, I told Veldora as we are just a few kilometers away from Leon's place. Veldora had already hidden his presence, and I have just erased mine, so no one will interfere or stop us when we enter his place. So, no problem there. And also, Veldora had left one of his parallel existences in Jura Forest, which is constantly releasing his aura while he reads manga or something, so there is no problem even if Veldora comes here. For the rest of the world, Veldora is still in the Jura Forest. Okay, let's go, Agent J, follow me. He said and started to go ahead of me. Damn, he is a true otaku. Yeah, Agent K, I am behind you. Please take the lead. I also started to play along. Actually, it is starting to become fun. If I am correct, then Shizu-san will be at the age of 8 right now. Because when she died in the timeline of my other variant, she was around the age of 72 or something. And then there are still 64 years left for me to start building my kingdom, so if we match the numbers, then she must have been 8 years old when she got summoned to this world. Poor Shizu-san, she had to go through all the hardships from that young age. And if I am right, then in her original world, meaning the world that I was in before, she had no relatives and lived alone with her mother. Her father was drafted too, and she couldn't recall his face either. She felt neither blessed nor unfortunate. So it means that she had to go through hardships in that world too. But don't you worry, Shizu-san. Now that I am here, I will definitely make your life good and make you happy. We are here, Agent J. Prepare yourself because enemies can come from any direction, Veldora said. Damn, he is so into this role. Roger that, Agent K, I replied. Now that we are near his place, I should wear my mask. I bet I will look super cool. As we were talking, we entered Leon's castle. Damn, this man is good at architecture. He has a good taste in furniture too. We are almost there, Agent J. And as your superior, I am making you in charge of this case. From now on, you will take the lead and handle this case, Veldora said to me. I am getting the feeling that Seal is behind Veldora's actions. Well, anyway, I already planned to take care of everything from here on, so no problem. Understood, Agent K. Rest assured, I will handle this case with the best of my capabilities. I assured him as we entered a dimly lit room. Why is this room giving me evil vibes? All jokes aside, Veldora, I have very important business here, so don't do any stupid things, okay? I told him, emphasizing the importance of saving Shizu-san. You can count on me. He said, giving me a thumbs up. Yeah, I'll never do that. I am not that stupid, I said to him as I entered the room where Leon had summoned Shizu-san. I think I heard Veldora saying something. Nah, it must be my imagination. As I entered the room, I could see that the summoning ritual had just ended. The light had died down, which was produced when a summoning spell was cast. And as the light dimmed and the magic circle dissipated, I could see an 8-year-old girl lying on the floor, half unconscious, clinging to her life. Her left arm, from shoulder to fingertip, bore severe burns, echoing the injuries scattered across her body, even marking her delicate face. Blood stained her hands, face, and feet, revealing the extent of her wounds. Her left eye remained shut, injured, with a visible cut nearby, while her clothes lay torn in numerous places, underscoring the severity of her condition. I don't know why, but seeing Shizu-san in this state is making me so angry. I just want to torture the person who did this to Shizu-san in the cruelest way possible. Another failure. I heard a cold voice. When I looked around, there stood Leon. He had long platinum gold hair, blue narrow eyes, a well-defined face, and skin so white it was almost transparent. I don't understand why, and I don't care either. At this moment, all I'm wanting is to punch him right in the face with as much strength as I have. Page, please, help me, I heard a soft yet cracked and painful voice. I turned around and saw the source of the voice, Shizu-san. Who, seems like you're not entirely useless, Leon started to say, but I cut him off. That's enough, you bitch, I exclaimed, making my presence known. Who are you, and how did you get here? Leon asked, his voice only fueling my anger. Just shut the fuck up, you bitch. I snapped at him, finally losing my patience and delivering a punch to his face. He is alive but barely. I just put enough strength to keep him alive, but barely, and not to kill him. Right now, I feel so satisfied. Third person Pav, take it easy, brother. Veldora said to Rimuru, trying to calm him down. Shut up, Veldora, Rimuru replied harshly. After hearing Rimuru's voice like this, Veldora fell silent and became serious. He knew that Rimuru rarely called him by his name, and whenever he did, he was usually serious. If Rimuru was serious about something, then it was very important to him. If that was the case, then it was also important to Veldora because they were brothers. Brothers help and look out for each other. So in this case, he needed to become serious and stop fooling around. That's why Veldora had become serious and started to act like a serious person instead of playing and fooling around as he usually did. When Rimuru punched Leon, Ifrit, the greater fire spirit that Leon had taken from Ramirez, tried to attack Rimuru. However, Veldora intervened, catching him by the neck and pinning him to the ground. He had also stopped the knights who were approaching when he and Rimuru appeared. When Leon heard Veldora's name, his face turned pale, and expressions of fear appeared on his face. It's because when he visited Demon Lord Guy Crimson at Guy's invitation, for reasons unknown to him, Guy warned him multiple times about some of the most dangerous individuals in the world, and Veldora is one of them. Guy warned him about some more individuals like Milam, Ramirez, and primordial demons, as well as all true dragons. He told him never to go against these people because they are true catastrophes and can erase him and his people from this world in a matter of seconds. He even told him that there are some people he himself can't defeat, like Milam. He still thinks that Ramirez the pixie is not that strong and he can defeat her with some difficulty, thinking this only because Ramirez has never shown her powers to anyone else for a long period of time, and in addition to that, she is very childish, so people often underestimate her. But he is still cautious around Milam and the frost dragon Velzard, who is always present in Guy's place whenever he visits. Now, one of the people that Guy had warned him about, the great storm dragon Veldora, is here in his place, and he doesn't know why, and he doesn't want to know either. But now that he knows this person is Storm Dragon Veldora, he is afraid of him because even if he is not releasing his aura and concealing his presence, his mere figure is intimidating for people who don't know him, and that's why Leon is starting to feel fear. The person next to him, the mysterious person that Guy didn't tell him about, is talking with Veldora as if they are equals, and he even straight up told him to shut up, and not in a very polite way either. And that is enough to make Leon wary of him, because if someone has enough courage to talk to someone like Veldora, then this person is also as strong as Veldora, or even stronger than him. But he is still a demon lord, and he can't show weakness to them, so gathering courage, he decides to ask them why they are here. Why are you here? What do you want? Leon asked Rimuru and Veldora, standing up as his injuries began to heal due to his regeneration skill. I don't want anything from you, bitch. I just came here to take her with me, and also that spirit too, Rimuru replied, still in a harsh voice. Though somewhat calmer after speaking with Seal, Rimuru still harbored some anger. If that's the case, then you can take her and leave. As of now, she has no use for me. And about the spirit, you can have it too, Leon said to Rimuru in a neutral voice. Bitch, I never asked for your permission. I will do what I want. Veldora, take that spirit with you. And let's go, Rimuru ordered, instructing Veldora to take Ifrit. You got it, bro. Veldora replied to Rimuru, knocking out Ifrit and taking him. After receiving confirmation from Veldora, Rimuru started to head towards Shizu's injured body. Ple, please help me, Shizu once again asked for help, her voice broken, filled with so much pain that no words could describe it. Shish, there is no need to worry anymore. I am here now, no one will harm you. You are safe now, Rimuru said to Shizu in a soft and soothing voice. There was no more harshness or anger in his voice. As he spoke to her, he gently cradled Shizu's small and fragile body in his hands, beginning to heal her. Really I am safe now. But mommy she was there and then she sob. Shizu asked Rimuru after he had healed her, tears streaming down her face as she remembered her mother. Don't worry about anything, everything is fine now, you can cry as much as you want. No one will say anything to you, Rimuru said to her in an even softer and more soothing voice. After hearing this, Shizu finally broke down and started to cry. The emotions she had been trying to hold back until now flooded out of her. She cried and cried for hours. As she continued to cry, Rimuru teleported them to his place without her noticing. Following him, Veldora also teleported there and replaced himself with his parallel existence. Rimuru Pav, it has been a few hours since we returned from Leon's place. I have already told Veldora to beat Ifrit to a pulp and make him submit to us, then he can have Ifrit under him like his secretary or something. But I am sure that after some time, Ifrit will just become Veldora's caretaker. Currently, I am outside the house in the garden, sitting on the soft green grass, with Shizu-san peacefully sleeping on my lap. Her sleeping face looks so cute though. She cried for more than 2 hours straight and then finally she calmed down and fell asleep. Poor Shizu-san, you have to go through this much at such a young age. But no worries, I am here now, so nothing bad will happen to you anymore. Right now, she has so many magicals inside her that if it is not taken under control soon, she will die in a short amount of time due to having too much energy in her small body. It's like we put 5 liters of water in a bottle with a capacity of 3 liters, and because the water exceeds the bottle's capacity, the bottle will soon explode due to too much pressure. And this is the same thing, but instead of exploding, Shizu-san will die because of having too much energy inside her. What should I do about it? Should I merge her with a spirit? However, in that timeline, she didn't appreciate having a spirit by her side. So, should I attempt something different? Or should I simply alter reality? Why am I unable to make a decision? Less than master, if we merge an egoless spirit with Shizu, she will survive without any problems. Greater than, but in that other timeline, she didn't appreciate having a spirit with her, so I don't think that will be a good idea. What do you think, Seal? Less than, I know that, master. However, if we choose to merge an egoless spirit directly with Shizu's soul, it will result in the complete integration of the spirit's essence with her own. In essence, the spirit will cease to exist. Essentially, the spirit will die, and its properties will merge with Shizu's. After that, Shizu will become something like a hybrid between a spirit and a human, or more precisely, a human with the properties of a spirit. As a result of this integration, her magicals will stabilize, preventing any potential issues arising from the presence of a separate spirit entity. Since the spirit will no longer exist, there will be no concerns about Shizu carrying a spirit with her, as the spirit will have become an intrinsic part of her being. Greater than I see. If that's the case, Seal, create an egoless spirit and make it as strong as possible. I don't want her to be harmed in any way possible. Less than, yes, master. Also, you know, master, you've become attached to Shizu so much in such a short amount of time. Less than, greater than yes, I know, Seal. I don't know why, but I just can't stand to see her sad, harmed, or in any trouble. Less than, don't worry about it, master. You will understand soon. Greater than, Greater than yeah, you're right. Instead of worrying about that, we need to save her. Less than don't worry, master. I have already created an egoless spirit, and it is twice as strong as Ifrit. Greater than ho-ho, good. Good, now the only thing left is fusing her with the spirit. Less than, after conversing with Seal, I brought the spirit that Seal had just created inside the imaginary space outside of it. Right now, it is on my hand, glowing brightly. A spirit with fire and light attributes. I can also see that Shizu has the potential to become as strong as Chloe, if not stronger than her, only if she ever gets a hero's egg. I can give her a hero's egg, one stronger than the eggs people acquire through the voice of the world. But I won't do that because if she deserves to become a true hero, then she can acquire it by herself. I don't need to do that for her. And I am sure that she will acquire it. Greater than hey Seal, what do you think about why Shizu wasn't able to acquire a hero's egg in my other variant's timeline? If I have the right information, then she was a noble, kind, and strong-willed person, and to acquire and evolve into a true hero, those are the requirements. So why was she unable to acquire the hero's egg in that timeline? Less than master, it's because in that timeline, Shizu had so many burdens. Also, she had too many regrets, and that's why she was unable to acquire a hero's egg. If she didn't have too many regrets and burdens, then there are 99% chances that she would have acquired a hero's egg in that timeline. Greater than I see. Well, that makes sense. If that's the case, then I'll make sure that in this timeline, she won't be having any regrets. So what is the easiest way to lessen her regrets? I am also planning to give her the memories of her from that timeline so that she won't be confused. What are your thoughts on this? Less than that will be a good choice, master. Also, in this way, she won't be having regrets, because in that timeline, her regrets were completed by your variant from that timeline. So if we give her memories of her from that timeline and tell her everything that has happened in this timeline up until now, then she won't be having any regrets. Because in this way, we and she will be able to ensure that she won't have any regrets with us. Greater than I also think that it will be a good idea. Less than also, master, for her to become a true hero, she will need the Spirit Queen's blessing. In other words, Romulus' blessing. Greater than I see. Less than, Romulus, there is no need to worry about that. I can just call her here, and then she will give Shizu her blessing. But first, I need to fuse this spirit with Shizu-san's soul. The process is very simple, I just need to create a way for the spirit to reach Shizu-san's soul. Then, it will inhabit it, and I will infuse some of my magicals in her. This way, she will be able to draw out her maximum potential. Also, in doing that, she and the spirit will merge together completely. Because the spirit is egoless, after merging with Shizu-san's soul, it will completely integrate with Shizu-san's soul. Also, there is a law that states in one single person's soul, two egos cannot exist. If that happens, then the second ego must come from a skill that has developed its own ego. And because of this law, the spirit will cease to exist the moment it comes into contact with Shizu-san's soul. Actually, it was never like this before, but after thinking about this a little, Seal and I decided that it would be a good choice to establish this law. So, after that, we can also say that Shizu-san will become a spirit. Well, not a real spirit, but if we see it technically, then yes, Shizu-san will become a spirit or more like a human with the power of spirits. Now that I see her soul, I can say that her soul is the purest in all existence. Shizu-san's soul exudes unparalleled purity, overflowing with kindness and gentleness that emanates from its very core. Her soul is even stronger than the souls of the true dragons, which are among the strongest in existence. The only individuals who come close to them are figures like Rudra. Even Guy and Chloe didn't have souls as strong as true dragons. Shizu-san's soul is stronger than that of true dragons. Well, let's leave that matter and focus on the task at hand. And, done. The spirit has inhabited her soul, and the only thing left is to infuse some of my magicals. And here we go. And just like that, I infuse a very little amount of my magicals, and soon her soul starts to glow brightly. She and the spirit merge completely and become one entity. Now, I can't even see the core of the spirit anymore. So, it means that now the spirit is gone, and only Shizu-san remains. Less than master, a soul corridor with Shizu has been established, and it is almost the same as the one you have with Veldora. Greater than is it because I infused some of my magicules in her, and it became one with her, similar to how Veldora and I did when we were naming each other. Less than yes, and it seems that master is starting to grow. Greater than hey. What did you say? Less than nothing. It was just your imagination. Greater than, damn you, Seal Tempest. I'll just forget about what Seal said and focus on Shizu-san for now. It's a good thing that the process went smoothly, and Shizu-san didn't wake up. Now the only thing remaining is to bring Rimuru here and give Shizu-san her blessing. Diablo. I called out to Diablo, who was just some distance away from me all this time. Yes, Rimuru-sama. He appeared beside me and bowed. Go and tell Rimuru that I have called her. And also tell her to come here as soon as possible, I ordered him. Understood, my lord, he said and once again bowed before going to inform Rimuru. Oops, it seems that my talking with Diablo has woken up Shizu-san. Where am I? She asked, waking up and rubbing her eyes. So cute. Focus, Rimuru, focus. But damn, she is so cute. Are you feeling okay now? I asked her as she woke up completely. Thank you for your kindness, Mr. She said to me while bowing. It's Rimuru Tempest. And you don't have to thank me for anything, I told her. Thank you for your kindness, Mr. Rimuru Tempest. She once again thanked me while still bowing. Listen, Shizu-san, you don't have to thank me or bow to me, you know. I did what I felt like doing, so there is no need for you to thank me. And if I see you in any kind of trouble again, I'll help you, I told her. Now I am on my knees, facing her, all the while smiling gently at her. But why did you do that, Mr. Rimuru? She asked me, tilting her head. Well, about that, you know, it's a long story, so I'll go with the easy way, I told her. She looked towards me with a confused face and wanted to ask something, but before she could say anything, I placed my hand on her head. Less than Seal, give her memories of her from my other variant's timeline and also give her information about everything that has happened in this timeline up until now. And make sure to clarify the differences between me and my other variant, because I am sure that after getting the info, she will most likely mistake me for him. Greater than, less than understood, master. I will take care of it. Greater than, and just like that, more and more information was filled in Shizu-san's brain, and she started to show different kinds of emotions, happiness, gratitude, sorrow, and more. Thank you, Slime-san, no, Satoru-san. She said, tears welling up as she began to cry. Unable to bear seeing her in distress, I enveloped her in a comforting embrace. Don't worry, Shizu-san. I'm here for you now, so there's no need to fret about anything, I reassured her, holding her close. I understand. But still, they're all gone, she said, her tears subsiding after some time. Well, yes and no. Technically, yes, but no too, because in this timeline, all of them are alive, I gently explained to her as we separated. Yes, you're right, they're alive, she said, and suddenly, all of her innocence and childishness disappeared. It's like she had become a completely different person now. Greater than Seal, what did you do with her? Tell me now. Less than I am sorry, master. Greater than, just tell me already. Less than yes. I just fused both of their souls. Greater than you what? Explain. Less than yes. I just took the soul of Shizu from that timeline and fused it with the Shizu from this timeline. So now she has all the memories and experiences from both timelines within one body. Or we can also say that she has the soul of an adult and the body of a child. Greater than I am not going to ask you anything more. Just tell me why did you do that? Less than it's just that I wanted to conduct an experiment about what will happen if two souls from different timelines are brought together. And the current situation and timing are perfect for that. Greater than so could you tell me what happened exactly? Less than yes, master. When I brought her soul from your variant's timeline and brought it near her soul from this timeline, both souls merged and became one. This fusion occurred because both souls held identical memories of events up until the point when Shizu was summoned here in place of Leon. Upon merging, the stronger soul, specifically, the one from your variance timeline, assumed dominance, becoming the primary consciousness. Because of this happening, the dominant soul has absorbed the essence of the other, completing the integration and becoming one instead of two. Importantly, since both souls originated from the same individual across different timelines, the fusion did not disrupt the timeline we currently inhabit. In essence, the combined soul now possesses a comprehensive set of memories, encompassing events from both timelines. These memories extend up to Shizu's arrival in place of Leon and include additional experiences from the alternate timeline, as well as those occurring in our timeline from the moment of our encounter with her until the present. Additionally, I have incorporated the specific information you wished her to have. At this moment, there's just one soul, which holds memories from both timelines due to fusion. It contains experiences from both periods, making it an adult soul. Also, because of this fusion, her soul is now twice as strong as before. Greater than I see, that makes sense. But isn't it too risky to do that? What if it went wrong and something happened to Shizu-san? Less than no, that will never happen because even if the experiment failed, then the soul from the different timeline would transform into energy and be absorbed into the soul from this timeline. This process is naturally governed by the world itself, as it prohibits two souls of the same person from coexisting in the same time frame. During this integration, the soul from this timeline assimilates all memories from the alternate timeline. Hence, it's a win-win scenario for us, and that's precisely why I conducted the experiment. Greater than fine, you win. Are you happy now? But why does she talk like an adult? Less than because she is an adult, master. Greater than WTF. Explain. Less than yes, just don't shout. As I mentioned earlier, it's due to the unique circumstances of her soul integration. Greater than even if that's the case, explain it again because I didn't focus on that point. Less than high. After her two souls merged and became one, she possesses the consciousness of an adult soul within a child's body. If we were to transfer her soul into an adult body, akin to what we did with Hinata, she would attain maturity in mind, body, soul, and spirit. Greater than I see. If she wants it, then I will do that, but if she doesn't, then just forget about it. Less than. Good thing I have thought acceleration because of that I had a big conversation with Seal which could have taken at least half an hour, but because of the thought acceleration, it happened in less than a second. So, you don't have to worry about anything now, Shizu-san, because I am here and I will fix your every problem, I told her. Thanks, Rimuru-san, she said to me. You know, you don't have to add honorifics when you call me, like, san, or something, I told her because it feels weird now to be called like that, as there hasn't been anyone who called me that in a long time. Then you also need to stop adding honorifics when you call me, she said and turned around. Why are all women like this? So demanding. I don't think she is going to listen to me anymore about this. Sigh fine, I will just call you Shizu. So, you two just call me by my name, I said to her in defeat. Okay, Rimuru, she said to me. And what's with Rimuru? What's with that, Rimuru? I asked her. It's the nickname that I have given to you, she said to me. I think because of the fusion of the soul from this timeline and with memories of that soul, she has also gotten some of its personality too. Or does the fusion of both souls has made her change her personality a little? Greater than what do you think about it, Seal? Less than I think you are right, Master, but I also believe that more research is needed for the correct answer. Greater than no, there is no need for that. I am fine with the current Shizu. And I am not going to fall into your plan either. Less than fine then. HMPH. Greater than. Rimuru, can you do me a favor? Shizu asked me out of nowhere. Yes, what is it? I asked her. I don't mind what it is. I will fulfill it. Can you give me a body like my adult body, like the one that I have in that timeline? Because this body feels kind of uncomfortable, she nervously and awkwardly said. You don't have to be nervous, Shizu. I'll do that. There is no need to worry about anything. Just a minute, I told her. A body, huh, greater than Seal, create her body exactly as it was in that timeline. Additionally, prioritize enhancing its durability and strength to make it the strongest body in the entire existence. Less than understood. Greater than. Now that that's done, I should bring it outside of the imaginary space. A portal appeared, and an androgynous human body emerged from it. Don't worry, Shizu, it will be done in an instant, I told her as I took her soul from her current body. Less than stop, master, before putting her soul into the new body. Greater than. Now what kind of experiment do you want to do? Less than. It's not an experiment. I am just going to evolve her into a spiritual being before putting her into the new body. Greater than. Why? Less than because she has absorbed the spirit, she has become a semi-spiritual being. Now is the perfect time for her to evolve into a spiritual being because her soul is not currently connected with her astral and physical body. So, if we evolve her now, her new body can become accustomed to her spiritual body. Additionally, I have modified her new body so that if she becomes a spiritual being, her body will reshape itself according to her soul. In other words, she will be able to change her physical, astral, and spiritual bodies. And if she later acquires a hero's egg and manages to hatch it, there is a chance that she will evolve into a supreme chaos spirit. Greater than. If that's the case, then it's okay. And if you are going to evolve her, then give her the skills that she is compatible with, because as of right now, she doesn't have any skills. Her unique skill was not engraved on her soul and was left in her previous body. Less than. Kind of like how Raisin was able to take that otherworlder's skill after taking his body over. Less than. Okay then, for now, I will just evolve her, and later, I will give her skills. So then, I, the goddess Seal Tempest, order you, the voice of the world, to evolve individual Shizu Izawa into a spiritual life form. Greater than. Order received. Evolving individual Shizu Izawa into a spiritual life form, successful. Individual Shizu Izawa has evolved into a spiritual life form. That fulfills the order. Less than good. Greater than. Now, can I put her soul into the new body? Less than. Yes. Greater than. Okay then, here I go. And done. Now the only thing remaining is for Shizu to inhabit this body. As the soul inhabited the body, it started to glow. Her new body appears to be around the age of 20 to 22. Her black hair has grown long, reaching down to her lower back. Alongside her hair, her facial features have undergone a transformation, becoming sharper and more beautiful. Surprisingly, even the burn marks on her face seem to enhance her attractiveness. Now, she is more beautiful than Velzard, Velgrind, and Chloe, second only to Seal. Additionally, her thighs have become well-toned, and her height is almost on par with Ciel's. In summary, she possesses unparalleled beauty, surpassing Chloe, Velzard, and Velgrind, but still below Seal. And she happens to be my ideal type as well. As the light slowly dimmed, she fashioned herself some clothes, now resembling a goddess descending from heaven. How does it feel to be in your new body? I asked her. It feels good. I feel like I have been reborn. To be continued.